Hello guys, and welcome to another video. In this video we are going to analyze paid network with its white paper, the documents, and apart from that we'll also try to analyze the community and overall the project's concepts and idea and what the project is all about. So let's get started quickly with some of the basic informations, like the rank is around 453 at the time of recording this video. Actually right now the current market cap is $71 million and fully diluted is $172 million. So you can say that pretty much less than half of the supply is in the circulation right now. And apart from that, this is the chart. So if you see that it has gone down significantly from the May of 2021 to the current date, but if you see the last 1 year's performance, then it is nearly 16 times, and in fact the all-time low was just 3 months back, and at that time, from that all-time low, it has gone up 26 times, more than 25 times. So pretty significant growth lately. But again, you also got to see this chart, so it also went down very significantly. Anyways, now let's get started with the white paper. And before that, if you want to look for any further information about the community and Twitter and everything, then you can go here on CoinGecko. And apart from that, these are the exchanges: PancakeSwap, Uniswap, and PancakeSwap BSC, where you can trade the token. So now first of all, let's go to the website and then let's go to the white paper. So a revolutionary new launchpad. Restrictive lotteries and investment caps are gone. We are opening investment opportunities to a wider audience, allowing any interested investor to participate, aligning with the Web3 and decentralized ethos. So this is their core concept. Basically, it's a launch pad where new projects can launch. Probably the team is going to investigate what the project is all about before providing their infrastructure. We will look into the infrastructure and their entire ecosystem in the white paper. And apart from that, let's quickly go through other basic information. Open pool will be the launchpad for everyone. The open pool will be accessible to all with no requirements for holding paid tokens. This reflects the ethos of democratization and inclusivity, a true Web3 project. So again, this can only be true if the community is interested in choosing each and every project. So democratization means that the project should be approved by the community of more and more people, maybe 500, 1000 people. So the more people, more community members join the hands in approving the project, better the decentralized nature of the project. Our goal is to be the kickstarter of the blockchain industry, where we will not only support large raises for top tier protocols, but also allow for a wider audience to get access and participate in fundraising activities. These are some of the successful projects which they have done in the past. This is their ecosystems, new projects, latest news, updates, all in one place at Telegram community. And yes, this is all we have on their website front page, home page, and this is the launchpad if you want to go into it. And now let's get quickly to the white paper. So Ignition is paid network's ideal launchpad. Our mission is to connect highly vetted founders with brilliant ideas for curated projects and offerings with crowdsourced funding and best-in-class incubation tools and advisors to bring the vision of founders and creators to fruition for all the for the benefit of all. So again, this is a very cool concept, and in fact Y Combinator and many more have done in the past. Most of the VCs, they do this job only, and so it is something which is not new. This concept has been around for a while, but the only difference this project can make is through the process of decentralization, meaning that if 1000, 2000, 3000 community members are taking part in selecting the projects instead of few 5 or 10 founding members of the paid network or the top employees of the paid network. If the thousands of investors are taking part in this process, if they are making this project decentralized, then only this project will succeed in the long term. So the point is that the community's involvement should be very, very important. So we'll try to understand quickly this concept through the game of chess, because it can give us the best example to understand this. So now here I played, this is my game only, and I played this and these are some basic opening moves. Now here, after these moves, let's assume that I simply put my queen here instead of playing some good move which I actually played. Then my opponent would simply capture it here, and I would lose my king, I will a queen, and I will also lose my game, because this is a blunder. And as you can see, this also shows in the engine that this is a very minus position. So when the community is not involved here in the paid network, the problem starts to rise. Most of the cryptocurrency projects are making this kind of blunder because they do not allow the community to become part of their major process. So here the major process is to select the project, and similarly in other cryptocurrency projects there will be other processes in which the community can take part. So if the community is not going to take part in this, then it will be a very powerful blunder, just like I showed you here, this queen move. It's a powerful blunder and it would make me lose the game. Of course I did not play that, but it would make me lose the game. And similarly here, if the community is not involved in this, then it will be a massive blunder for the project in the longer term, and gradually the price will start declining in such scenarios. So that's why it is very essential to understand the importance of community. The more community members are involved, the lesser the chance of making this kind of huge blunders when it comes to crypto. Okay, so now this Git book, let's go ahead with the white paper and the docs. This Git book serves as a demonstration of the groundwork we have been laboriously building from September 2022 through the longest crypto bear market. This document is meant to be a dynamic document that will continuously grow and transform in the upcoming months as paid ignition continues to undergo constant transformation and innovation. This Git book is an open invitation to all to get involved as we continuously build the new and future versions of paid, hopefully shaped by your collective involvement. So even they are also mentioning that the collective involvement of the community is very important, because that's what the decentralization, the entire cryptocurrency movement is all about. The more people are feel connected with each other, higher the odds of the project to survive in the longer term. And the more a project survives in the longer term, more the odds for it to grow and give quality returns to the community and investors. So anyways, let's try to further understand the importance of decentralization with this game only. After actually my opponent played this, and this were the few moves which I played, and then I played this move. My opponent played here this. Now assume that during these complex calculations, if again I would play something like this, then what would happen? My opponent would simply capture my queen, and I would again lose the game immediately, instead of fighting my opponent in this complex game. And again that would turn out to be a massive blunder. So that's what these guys are also trying to mention here, that they do not want to make this kind of a blunder. They don't want to lose the momentum, and this is actually a blunder if they do not involve the community in the longer term. And that's what they are trying to hint you here. That's what they are trying to tell the community members, that you should get involved, otherwise the project will become a blunder. And that's what they don't want, and that's a actually fair thing to ask. The problem with most cryptocurrency projects is not their team, not the founding members. The problem is the community. The communities do not the people of and the members of any cryptocurrency projects community, they do not feel connected with each other, as if they're only here for profits. If the community members are looking only for the profits, then there is no connection between them, and in that scenario it will be nothing less than this kind of a massive blunder. The blunder which I just showed you right now, this is clear-cut blunder in this complex game. although I did not play that, but my idea is to just give you the hint that when the things are very complex, just like cryptocurrency projects, we do not want to make blunders, and that's the reason they are trying to give you that hint that the collective involvement will be the key for the growth of the project. We believe this route is the end goal is clear, but the journey has only just begun. We believe this route is the best path forward to achieving a fully decentralized entity aimed at democratizing investment opportunities while creating a circular token economy for paid to demonstrate its longevity and add value to the broader blockchain ecosystem. Again, that's what they're trying to say, that the end goal is clear but journey has just begun. We believe this route is the best path forward to achieving a fully decentralized entity. So that's what they're again saying. They are again mentioning that decentralization is the key, and without that there will be always a risk of project dying, and that's what they are mentioning here, and which is a good thing. At least they are talking about it. So again, let's quickly go through the game. Nothing like that which I showed you blunder, it didn't happen. Instead these moves happened in the game. And now again, in this complex move, let's assume that I would simply play my queen here instead of some quality moves which I played. Then he would see my opponent would simply capture and win the game. And this is what they are trying to mention here, that they do not want to make this kind of a blunder and lose the game, so this is what their white paper is all about. At least the starting part, the welcome to the paid network section, is all about. They are talking about the importance of community, and it is the community's job, not even the founders' job. Actually, founders will do their best to build a community, but if people are only there for the profits and the idea behind the project, then they are not going to succeed in the longer term. So that's the reason why community and decentralization becomes very much important. Now let's go ahead with the white paper and let's see the paid token section, what it is all about. Yeah, so this is basic information about the paid token. That's it, so you can check it out if you want to. And then let's talk about the staking. So Ignition implements a 2% fee for both staking and unstaking. This fee is used to maintain the platform's robust ecosystem and to refill the community fund. So as you can see, the 2% staking and unstaking fees are there. Once set up, you can choose the amount you wish to stake. So these are the information about the staking. So if you want to stake, then you have to go through this staking section. I'll still try to quickly tell you what this is all about, but if you want to understand it more, then you will have to read it 4 or 5 times, and again, if still there are some doubts, you can simply ask the admins in the community. Now selecting your stake. Once you set up, you can choose the amount you wish to stake. For instance, if you decide to stake 75,000 tokens, you will need an additional 2% for fees, totaling 76,500 tokens. You can calculate this as follows. Now after that, you get as paid. After staking, you will receive as paid staked paid derivative, which will represent your staked amount. So again, this is nothing but a token. As paid, I don't think so you will be able to trade this, but it will be a token as a symbol of your staking tokens. In return you get this. So generally as paid, SV, and then the token name, all these kind of names are given to the tokens against tokens which you get against the stake tokens. Now staking length. There is no time block on staking and unstaking. Once you have successfully unstaked, your tokens will appear in your wallet immediately, and your S paid token will be probably burned or maybe something else, but it will disappear and you will get the tokens. Early pool access. Once you stake at least this much paid tokens, you will be eligible for early pool, which gives you early access, and these are other staking benefits if you want to go through it. Now let's see the last staking benefit, which is very important one for me, I guess. Token stakers will be able to engage directly in decision making processes with the ability to vote on the future project developments, giving them a voice in our trajectories. Again, let me be clear that this is all about decentralization. Governance is all about decentralization, but just having a say of the community is not going to be enough. Community's entire control should be there in the project, and if that is not going to be the case, then any project, no cryptocurrency project can survive without that. So I guess it is very essential for everybody to understand that have a complete community say will be the key. So again, let's understand it through the game. As the game continued, after that I played this, my opponent played this, I played this move, pushing his knight back, he played this move, I played this move, and now instead of playing this move, let's assume that I simply played something like this. Then I would again make a powerful blunder. It's a blunder and I would immediately lose the game. Similarly, in the governance section, if the community do not have a long-term goal, if the community members are not committed for the long-term growth of the project, and if they are not going to be part of the governance system in the longer term, like for next 5 or 10 years, then how can you expect this project's sustainability in the longer term? Community will have to have the long-term commitment of 10 years or 15 years or probably lifetime commitment if they truly want this project to succeed, and that's why this governance section is very much important, and team will have to work hard towards gaining community's trust to and make them part of this entire governance system. Again, so as I mentioned here, that if the community is not going to be part of this entire system, then it will be very similar to this kind of a move, which is nothing short of a blunder, and it would make me immediately lose the game. And similarly, the community here will also need to have a lifetime commitment, and at least 2,000-3,000 people should be any moment be committed to the project. And if that is the case, then you can say that there is a good chance that they are not going to make a blunder like this, and they will have probably some chance of surviving in the longer term, giving quality and value and profits to the investor. But only if they are not making any kind of blunders, only then. Now let's go to the token utility section. Moving forward, the paid token will have several new utilities in line with our goal of providing long-term value to the community. Well, this is a really good say which they are saying, that they are talking about the community, which is the key. And as I said earlier also, that community will be the deciding factor in any cryptocurrency project's long-term goal and survival. Otherwise, it will be just like this move, the blunder, ultimate blunder, which would make me lose the game. Luckily, I do not play such moves, but this is just an example. Now the participation fees generated from crowdfunding activities will be utilized for paid buybacks, which in turn will be configured for the following: participation fees, buyback and burn, liquidity provisioning, community fund. So again, all these profits will be utilized in these 4 ways. Now let's get into the details of each. Token burn is simply burning and removing the token, so the supply can be increased. Liquidity will be for the Ether and BNB pair against Ether and paid, and BNB and paid pairs for liquidity. And then there is staking rewards and partner airdrops. Now again, and of course there is community fund and other couple of things. So now in all these things, will there be a community say? Will the community will be extremely involved in all this? Will they take part in each and every small and large decision of resharing and redistribution of the profit thing? Because if they are going to make money, then, and if the only 5 or 10 people are going to decide what the profit should be, where the profit should go, then there is no point of making such cryptocurrency projects. It has to be decided by the community. And again, it is community's role to take part in all these things. Team can ask you, but they cannot force you. So it will be the community's role to get into all these things, and you will have to analyze as a community member that are other community members also very much interested in this project for the longer term by taking part in all these things through governance. These are some very important questions which you will have to ask yourself. Now let's quickly get back to the game. So as the game continued, I played this, and after that I played this, I captured this, and I captured it, I captured this, I captured this, and now it is very much winning for me. But now in this winning condition, let's assume that I would play something like this, then again I would lose the game, because this is nothing short of a blunder. Okay, so if I make a blunder, then I am going to pay the price for that. And similarly, if the community is not going to take the participation in all these important things, then community is making a huge blunder, and no one should be responsible in that scenario, because it is completely it should be completely community's responsibility to make the project decentralized, and they should be alert and very sharp when it comes to decentralization. Otherwise they would be making this kind of a blunder, whether you are an individual investor or you are a group of investors. If you cannot analyze the importance of community in all these processes, then you are making very similar kind of a blunder which I just showed you here. If you are going to make this kind of a blunder, then my opponent will capture it and will enjoy the perks of winning. And similarly here, if you do not get involved, and if you cannot analyze the community's involvement in all these important processes, then you are making a big blunder, and you will have to pay the price. So this is just an important thing which I thought that I should make you aware of. Of course, none of this which you hear on this channel is financial advice, so it will be completely your responsibility. My job is just to add some critical important thinking points. That's it. Now a circular economy. Let's see what the circular economy is all about. So as you can see here, so here they have mentioned the staking period. That's it. So if you stake for certain years, then you get this much amount of bonus, and then if you stake for this much years, then you can get this much amount of bonus. So earlier they mentioned that they are not going to have some kind of staking limitations, but now they are saying that they will have certain kind of staking benefits. Now you can go through it entirely if you want to. Now let's see that entire ecosystem. So community goes through early pool, open pool, raise after fees, project, token purchase, community, and this is how it works. A participation fee, USDC paid, and then 20% liquidity provisioning, 5% community marketing growth, 25% paid community fund, and this is how the token will be distributed. But again, is the community completely agreeing with this? Is this thing decided by the community, or it is only decided by the team? That is going to be the important question. If it is decided by the community, then they are not making any blunders. But if it is decided by the team, then they will be making this kind of a blunder which I just showed you. Of course I did not play it, but and my opponent, if I play this, my opponent would simply capture and I would lose the game. So if the community has a very powerful say in this, then you can say that they have not made that kind of a blunder. But if that is not the case, then you can say that it is a heavy blunder. The above diagram is very important for investors to understand, and that's why I thought that I should give you the example of chess to help you understand the importance of the same. Now you can go through it if you want to, because the white paper is very long and the video has become very long as well. If possible, then I will try to make second part of the video, but generally I do not make second part of the video because there are still some things left in the project. Let's quickly go to the problems we want to solve section. But I think this is also going to take some time if I go through it, and the video will get even more longer, and we don't want to do that. So let's not go there. But generally the problem they're trying to solve here is to create a good market for for good projects. That's all. They want to promote good projects, and they want to connect the investors and the community to the good projects. That's all. So that's all I have right now in this video. I hope you enjoyed this video, you enjoyed this content, and if you did, then please hit the like button on my channel. Do not forget to join my Telegram group, and please do subscribe to my channel if you want to. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next video.